So I have narrowed it down to about 3 reasons why you could possibly be watching this video right now. Number 1, you are considering getting your daith pierced. Number 2, you already have your daith pierced and you want to know how to clean it and care for it. Or number 3, you are one of my friends or subscribers and you watch all my videos because you're awesome. Whatever reason it is, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. So first off, what even is a daith piercing? So the daith is this part of your ear that is the really, really thick cartilage right in the middle. Here is a picture of the daith, and here is a picture of the daith pierced. So the place that I got mine pierced at was called Cardinal Tattoo Piercing, and it's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If you live in the surrounding area, I highly suggest going there. And the price was $45, and that was for the jewelry, the action of the piercing itself, and tax, all in one for $45, which I thought was really good because I went to a few different places and one of them was charging me $95, one of them was charging me $60, and this one was $45, and it was just an amazing experience overall. So yeah, $45 for all that, which was an amazing deal, so go there. So the pain is like the #1 question that I get asked about all the time with this piercing, because it's going through a super thick part and it just looks like it's really painful, but honestly it is not. I was just reading something about how the daith is a pressure point, and so what happens when it gets pierced is you feel a lot of pressure and not much pain. Like, honestly, I just felt like a tiny pinch. Do that thing where you like have to take a really deep breath in and deep breath out, and by the time you're done, like the piercing is over with and done with. So that was really nice. It was a really quick procedure. Honestly, I didn't even like know it happened. Like, I knew it happened, but when it was done, like, so the actual procedure itself, what they did was they took a needle and they pierced it, and then they took the needle out and then they put the jewelry in, if that made any sense. So they technically like went through it twice total. And honestly, I didn't even feel it when they put the jewelry in. Like, that's how like painless it was. Okay, so the jewelry that I have in my daith piercing right now looks like this. It is just the plain silver captive bead that they put in most basic piercings. I have not changed the jewelry yet because as of right now, it has been exactly 2 months since I got this pierced. The piercing guy told me that I could change it after 6 to 8 weeks, and it's been 7 or 8 weeks. But I was talking to someone else that got hers done, and she changed her jewelry too soon, and then it got infected and got like the keloid thing, which is like the bump of skin that like grows around infected piercings, which I do not want to deal with. So I think I'm just gonna wait it out and not change the jewelry for a while. But I do have all these super cute jewelry pieces to go in the daith piercing when I'm ready to change it. Okay, so with cleaning the daith piercing, the piercer told me that I'm not supposed to clean it every single day. He said this is one of the more chill piercings where you just kind of let it run its own course and leave it alone. You clean it like maybe once or twice a week, but then that's it. So I pour some of this sea salt into this little glass lid that I found, and then I put some warm water in it, and then I mix it around, and then what I do is I just kind of go around the top of the piercing and then like the bottom and just around both the exit holes, and just make sure I like get off any like crusties or dried blood or anything. And then another way that I also do is I have this clear non-scented hand soap, and I will just take this, squirt a little bit on the end of the Q-tip, run some water over it, and then do the same thing, kind of just like twist it around the tops, and yeah. So you might not know this, but the daith piercing is supposed to help with migraines and headaches, which is actually the reason I got this piercing, because I've had really bad headaches and migraines for the last like 5 or 6 years of my life, and I was just tired of it and I wanted to do anything to try and solve it. So I got this piercing done just to, you know, give it a shot, because why not? And honestly, it actually has helped out like a lot. I definitely have not had as many headaches as I used to, and the ones that I do have are not as bad as they used to be. Something that's really cool is if I am having a headache, I can like take this piercing and kind of wiggle it around a little bit, and it'll like solve itself temporarily, which, I mean, is better than nothing, but yeah, so I think it's really cool. I've heard that it's not successful for everyone because it's not like medically proven, and so there are some success stories, some unsuccessful stories, but I mean, it's worth a shot. So now I'm just going to go through a few pros and cons. So pro, it is a really cute piercing. I've gotten lots of compliments on it, and there are so many different earring choices that you can put in it to fit it to your personality, like these. A con is that you can't really wear earbuds in the ear that you have your piercing in, just because it doesn't really fit. Like, you can still kind of fit it in there, but it's not like normal. But you can still have it on your other side. That's not affected, obviously. Pro, it helps with my headaches. I can't like say it will work for you, but it works for me. Another pro, I can sleep on it. You get some piercings and it really hurts to sleep on, but this one is not the case. Since it's in your ear, you can still sleep on it without it hurting. So I think that's about everything that I have to say. If you have any more questions about this piercing, definitely comment them below or DM me on Instagram or something about it, and I would be happy to answer those for you. If you're considering getting your daith pierced, I highly suggest just going for it and doing it. The worst thing that can happen is you waste $45. So I think it's worth it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again later.